Sure. Sometimes I get questions kind of at the last second, and I kind of end the broadcast before I can get to those questions. So it's always best to post those questions earlier rather than later. All right, so let's get into my three trading systems. Number one, the earnings edge. So last week I went with Tesla, TSLA. You can see here the results minus $554. So this stock, we got into it. It didn't move a lot. Kind of went up, kind of came back down. And when it doesn't move a lot, we can take a loss. And that's what happened last week. So my record overall 28 wins, 16 losses, and 6 break evens. And with my new exit criteria, my record is 7, 8, and 3. Better. I'm kind of looking at this system. 2022 was a much better year. There was a lot more movement, and it seems like this year, even though the market is moving, it's not moving nearly as much. So what we want to do is get in. What we're basically doing with this earnings edge is we're buying a straddle at a discount. So we're going long call and long a put. I'm sorry, a strangle. So we're going long a put, long a call, and we're getting them at a discount. So we're looking for that big move, and sometimes those big moves don't happen, and so we get hit by theta decay, and that's what happened with Tesla. So this system isn't always going to hit that home run or anything like that, but we're just looking for when we hit that home run, it just outweighs the losses. And so far, this system's down 27%, so it's risky. You're taking risk here, and you're looking for that big home run. Now, last year when it did 63%, that doesn't include the fees that come with the alert system, which are $159 a month. So if you were to take those out, it did about 28%. So that's why I'm considering taking out the fees and just selling the earnings edge just as a course alone, because those fees are kind of hard to overcome, especially this year being down 27% on top of it. And then you got fees on top of that. So I'm going to be fully transparent. That's not a very good, it's not working very well this year. And so maybe it's better that I take those fees away and just sell it as a course. So I'm strongly considering that. Still up, but not up on this year for sure. All right, let's go to the Premier Level 5. This is a system that's assistance. Uh, since I started it a year ago, currently up about between 5 and 6%. Keeps moving a little bit. The S&P is up 7.8%, so it is underperforming the S&P this year so far. It's just fairly solid, low drawdowns, about a 4% drawdown max, much lower than the S&P. The S&P did 22% drawdown, or approximately over that 1 year period, where it did 22% in 2022. That's how far down it went, and it ended down 20%. So you shouldn't see those kind of drawdowns at all with the Premier Level 5. Currently, my record is with the Premier Level 5, since I started the alert system, 17 wins, 2 losses, and 5 break evens. We have 4 open trades. We're fully allocated right now with the Premier Level 5. Also, there's a link in the description if you're interested in the Premier Level 5. Also, if you're interested in the Earnings Edge alerts. Okay, so let's get to the safe wheel. Trading Uber, and you could see that I've got 200 shares. 100 of those shares were taken in at $34, and another 100 of those shares are taken in at $31.50. So I'm gonna look to see six times 0.70, $22.40. It's above $22.40. So the strike is good. The quantity is good, of course. The days till expiration is good. It's not under 100. This hedge is good to go. And now I've got my 200 shares. And again, I'm looking at $34 first is where I can sell a call because I own the shares. I've been assigned twice. I'm not going to I'm not going to sell another put and possibly be assigned for a third time. That's too many. That would be too many shares. So I'm basically the $34 call. These are calls here. That's the one I want to sell, and I can't get more than 34 cents. I can only get 4 to 6 cents, so I'm not going to be able to sell that. So that's kind of like a dead soldier. And then my next assignment was around at 31.50. So I know I can sell the 31.50. I want to sell something out of the money or at the money for more than the, around that $30 to $35 range. So I'm looking at the 32.50 here. It's close, but I'm probably going to go with a 32. I'm going to do one. If anyone has any questions about the sizing, let me know in the chat. I'll get into the sizing. Okay, so I collect $35 there. Mouse is kind of moving slow here. It's not really responding well. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to buy a call to protect the put hedge and something for around $5. It looks like the 34. See if I can get it for $5. Okay, so let's see how that's working now. Let's look at the positions. So basically just collected around 30 bucks. No, wait, let's see what I sell that for. 54. So I collected around 50 bucks. And we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get called away from 100 of my shares that I bought at 31.50. Or I'll still have the 200 shares and, keep that 50 bucks. So we'll see how that goes. And we'll know next week. I'll come in on Friday and I'll take a look at the $34 call and I'll see if that's in the money. And if it is, I'll sell it and collect whatever I can. Okay. And if you're interested in the safe wheel guidelines and the 6 filters that I use, kind of the every scenario played out rather than following what I do. I have that available. It's only 89 bucks. There's a link in the description, or you can watch level 5. I had a few people that put in the applications, so it's filling up already, and doesn't even start till July. Oh, don't forget to hit the like button for me there. I'd appreciate that. It would help other people find this and learn maybe the safe wheel. Maybe they're trading the wheel and they have more money at risk than they realize, and it would help them to come over here and learn the safe wheel if they're a little more risk adverse. Okay, so let me get into any questions or comments that we have. Oh, audio's cutting in and out. Oh, I'm not sure what to do about that. Is the audio okay now? You hear the music the whole time, but you don't hear the audio. Okay, I'm good now. Okay, thanks, Will. Appreciate that. Jake, what's the reason why you show the last year's performance of the PL5 as annualized? You didn't trade it for the full year. That's correct. I didn't start trading it until April 8th, 2022. What would be the performance be according to the back test? I'd have to look at it. I usually put a link in the description of the back test of the Premier Level 5, so that should be available in a link in this video. You can see that. But I know if you went from April 2022 till today, which is April in 2023, you're looking at somewhere around 18% or maybe a little better. Will, did you just reveal a bit of your earnings edge with telling us it's a strangle? What do you think of calendar and double calendars for earnings? I did. I think that's common knowledge, but maybe not. It's not just a strangle. It's a strangle that is discounted. It's kind of like owning a strangle at a discount. And there's another kind of edge going. When you're going into earnings, there's a different kind of angle to that particular strangle. So there's a couple little things that I do that creates an edge where you can buy a strangle at a discount. Double calendars, what do I think about them? They're difficult. I haven't played with it. It's been probably 6 years or 7 years since I've back tested double calendars, so it's hard for me to say exactly, but I just know I don't like them very much. I can't remember why, because it's just been so long since I back tested those. So I really can't give you a good strong answer without going through those back tests again. Audio is in and out. Hopefully it's working now. Let me know if it isn't. It's still cutting in and out. Wow. Okay. I'm not sure why my audio isn't working as well, but there's not much I can do about it now. So hopefully I'll maybe talk into the microphone a little better. Maybe that'll help. Okay. The music's on. Okay. You mentioned a long time ago that earnings edge was some hedge strangle when reviewing the course. Yeah, true. Yeah, I think I mentioned that before. Yeah, thanks. I know that the audio's cutting out, but the music's on. Do you think the PL5 system could work with other indices? No, I've backtested them on a couple others. They probably won't, because one of the things about the Premier Level 5 is the hedging aspect. And when you have a hedge on and the market crashes, you want to have a certain hedge, and you want to have the one where it gets bid up in a crash, and that's the S&P. One of the reasons why the system works. Probably the value of the earnings edge is the filter, then yes, that would make sense. Or a hedge idea. Yeah, I don't know. It could be the not just the mic. It could be a problem with the live stream. Okay. Latchlands are hacking the mic. Jacob, I would like to trade the PL5 with other indices because my reference currency is not the US dollar. Oh, I see. Yeah. Don't think I would trade the PL5 with anything other than the S&P 500. So I wouldn't do it if I were you. And just holding the cash for margin in a different currency would cause that risk. That makes sense. Yeah. It's currently my issue. If I find a proper... Yeah. We had a good morning on the safe wheel with Uber going up. True. Okay, good. So the audio is better since I've been taking the questions. Loosely connected cable. I tried that. I don't know. I'm thinking about buying a $5 put to hedge this week's position. I like to say always in the end here when I end the broadcast, if the P&L is not real, what else are they trying to conceal? So if you can't see me, see you later. See you next week.